Hello, welcome back to Hatch. Just thought we'd give you a little insight today on how a job comes into us and how it flows through the workshop. Basically, a customer today has brought in a sketch. We call it a fag packet drawing, but it still needs to follow the same process. So basically, I will now raise a job sheet for that job. So I'll go into the client list. We have the client's name but nothing else registered, so we will just class him as a walk-in client. We don't need his contacts, so we just zero him. His job will be a folded plate. Job sheet set up, so that tells me where I want it within the workshop system, so I'm not going to schedule it, it's going to go straight down to work. So we're going to put it into the workshop. It doesn't need plasma cutting, but it needs brake press and folding. It's not part of a project. It is going to be a special commission. UKCA doesn't need to be. The drawing was supplied by the client. Invoicing. Normal invoicing application, we'll just do a normal invoice payment on collection. Destination, it's being collected. The owner is going to be me because I'm going to follow it all the way through the workshop. Date required is going to be today. I'm going to put it in the folding queue so that our plasma and brake press operator is fully aware, and I'm going to create a new job. That is hopefully going to bring us up a QR code, which the boys can then log into downstairs as they all have an iPad, so we can log the hours on. So I can now go to print. There's the QR code, there's the job number, walk in, like fold, plate description, I can take the drawing down to them so you can see it. Now Liam, can you look at this job for me, mate? The customer's in a bit of a rush for this one. So what we need to do is we need to just make a folded section like that, 1250 long. Okay. Just a walk-in client. I need you to log the time on it against your QR code if you can. Right, so he's now logging into it on that QR code. He's in. And now we are time logged against that. He's just putting in the assembly. Up in the top corner, it's told him to press start fabricating, so he's now fabricating. So right, so now Liam is going to enter the customer's drawing into the brake press computer touchscreen. It's going to confirm it can actually be folded. So Liam's now putting in its length, which is 12,250 or the old 4 foot, and the thickness he's going to put in now is 3 mil. He's telling the machine what material he's putting through it, mild steel. He's now picking all the tooling. He's now going to draw what the customer's drawn us. So it puts in all the angles, all the lengths. The plus about this system is we can, one, prove it can fold it before we ask the machine to do it, and secondly, it gives us its cut blank size. So he's now checking it goes through the system. And it does. Tight, but it does it. It's just going to confirm that it can fold it. 100%. So it's now going to tell us its blank size, which is 585.84. So we'll now go to the guillotine rather than use the plasma cut, just to cut that. So he's now going to make sure the guillotine is actually on a 3 mil cut. Otherwise we damage the blade. And it is. So he's now going to cut that to its 1250 length. So he's winding the backstop out to get to the 1250 on the side marker. Final adjustment by hand. Power her up, cut it off. Finger guard on the front, doesn't matter where I put my hand, it's obviously not going to cut me. That's it cut to length, he's now going to cut it for width. This machine is calibrated every week to confirm its cut size. Engineers come out every 6 months. Liam's just double checking his length so we don't cut it twice. On the squaring arm, that's now cut. Liam's going to carry it over and run it through the brake press. System set, I'm going to assist him with holding it. Safety guards are on. Machine's going to come down to the safe zone. First fold. Now, if you look at the computer screen up here, it's automatically telling us what the second fold should be. So he's already done this one. We're now doing the second fold. The fingers out the back have automatically moved. These are the fingers. Fingers have automatically moved and readjusted himself, and he's now coming in for the second fold. Fingers will move out of the way so they don't get damaged on the fold. And then the fingers have just come in to take the next fold. Now it's automatically told Liam to turn the sheet round, what way up to have it. So in effect, there shouldn't be a mistake. Every time he follows that computer, and that is folding exactly the same as it did on the first fold. Exactly the same angle every time. If we were doing a multiple run of these, Liam would probably, no, he'd be checking every 10th one for the measurements and the angles. So there's the base body of the tray made. We've now got one more fold to put in there. Fingers have automatically gone back. Liam knows where to keep his fingers out of the way. The safety lights are on because it's going to be tight. As you can see, it was really tight on these then. But it's coming out. There is the section. Liam will now put this down in a collection area for the client. He will then sign out the job. I then know how much to charge the customer for the material because the machine told us the blank size, and it'll have a time period for Liam. Every time, minimum of an hour. Because by the time you pay for these machines, you've got to be charging by the hour, not by the 15 minutes. Thank you for your time, and I'll see you next week.